friends, welcome back to my channel, X Stitch and Chill. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm excited to share some progress updates with you guys. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelsey, and this channel is all about cross stitching and the chill things that I do while I'm cross stitching. We'll talk about all the cross stitching stuff first, and then we'll do the chill stuff at the end. So yeah, stick around if you want to hear about that kind of stuff. This is the second FlossTube of 2025, FlossTube 47, and we're getting really close to 50. I don't know if I should do something or if I should just wait till I get to 100. I don't know. I'm really bad about that kind of stuff. Probably because I don't plan ahead. I'm like, oh, this is happening, cool. Today is Friday, January 31st. I can't believe January is over. I mean, I can because it also feels like the longest month ever. But yeah, especially this month, I don't know. Wild things are happening. So anyway, let's get into the things. A quick reminder, I do have a spreadsheet linked in the description that has all of my projects, the fabric it's being stitched on, how I'm stitching it, what percentage I'm at. I try to update it every time I do a floss tube, but it doesn't really get updated in between then. So if you have any questions about it, you can always just look there. Links to all the patterns and everything are in there, so it's a great resource. Yeah, so let's get started with the exciting things. I have a finish. Yeah, and I washed this, but I didn't iron it yet, so it's a little crunchy. But I finished my temperature galaxy. Yeah. And it's got like a kink in it from where yeah. There it is. There are a lot of problems with this, but it's done and we don't have to worry about it anymore. So yeah. It probably needs a lint roll as well. It's very hairy. But this is by Climbing Goat Designs. And yeah, this is the leap year one because 2024 was a leap year apparently. And yeah, I did mess up several times in this one, but it's fine. No one has to know. If you want to know, in December, if you follow me on Instagram, I started the highs and lows on the right side. So the lows are always on the inside and the highs are always on the outside. I don't know what I'm showing you here. But in December, if we get really close, you can see that I randomly flip-flopped it. So the highs are on the inside and the lows are on the outside. But no one's probably going to notice that. Probably. There's also, like, my 2024 is not in the center, which is fine. I don't have to worry about that too much. And then, like, going up here, like, I missed a stitch on this outward spiral and this one. So, like, the stars was kind of hard to place sometimes and it was mushing together. But, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's done. It's finished. We can put it on the wall after I iron it and frame it. So yeah, I didn't put up my temperature stitch from last year, so I want to put this one up. So I washed it and I just need to iron it and lint roll it, stick it in a frame, and it will look great on my wall. I don't know if I have a frame for it. I might, but we'll have to see if it's big enough. I know I have some like smaller frames, but I don't know if I have a big enough frame for this. So yeah, that is my finish. Yay! So now I'm down one whip. Woo! The other ones are not going to be so easy to finish. So the next one I have to share with you is my first whip, which a whip is a work in progress. If you don't know, now you know. And this is Deathly Hollows. This is one of my oldest whips. I've been working on this one since the beginning of 2023. So yeah, I have been, if you've been here before, you know that I am just working through this slog of black right now. So here it is. And here is the slog of black. It's almost done. We're getting there. We're getting there. So my goal for this weekend is to finish the black on this page, which ends like around here somewhere. So it's 900 stitches and I can do it. I believe in myself. It's gonna happen. So look for celebrations on that one, because that will feel really good when those 900 stitches are done. And then I can move the hoop. I might do like some of what's down here underneath one of the brothers. That's, I think, another page. So yeah. And then I can move the hoop, and I will probably finish the black on the other side. There's not quite as much on the other side of it as there was in Death's Cloak. So yeah, and then there's still like a bunch of blue stitches to do in here. So yeah, it's like 81% done. So yeah, I want to finish this one in the beginning of this year. So like in the first half. So yeah, I haven't done any math or calculations or anything on how I'm going to do that, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen. I want this one on the wall. Somebody said I should just hang it like right behind me, so we can all enjoy the labor of love that is this stitch. This is charted by Thread Geeks, and the artwork is by DJ Vigo, and this was retired and then it came back, and then I think it's been retired again. So yeah, there was a bunch of like Starry Night mashups by DJ Vigo on Thread Geeks. So keep an eye out for it because it might come back. So my next whip is Freya of the Valkyries, and this one is a relatively new start. I think it was a new start in my last FlossTube. And I want to do 10,000 stitches on this one, which is 833 stitches a month, but I've definitely done a lot more than that. And if you missed it, I did a stitch with me on this project on the channel last week. So I'll probably do another stitch with me next week. I don't know if I'll work on this project or if I'll work on a different one, but just keep an eye out for it. Of me babbling. If you want me to tell you about something while I'm babbling and stitching, leave a comment and I will chat about it. So yeah, anyway, Freya of the Valkyries. I am working like in her chest area, just working on her boobs. Here we are. So like this is her chest plate, and yeah. It's looking really beautiful. I really like the fabric that I chose because it's a full coverage, like she's full coverage, but it's not full coverage like the whole thing. So I wanted the fabric will show. So I wanted to make sure you saw something pretty. This is Fiber on a Whim Pistachio, and it's a 20 count Aida. So yeah, it's looking very beautiful. I will keep working on this one a bunch, because it's beautiful. I love it. This is my first. So this one is artwork by Chrisabug, and it's also charted by Thread Geeks. And this is my first one. I have like 6 of her patterns and I haven't started any of them. So I was like, okay, I have to start one. And this is probably the smallest one. And so I was like, okay, then I can feel like, okay, I have Chrissa on my wall and I can be happy. And then I was like, I should just buy prints of the ones I like. But, you know, it's more fun to stitch it and put the work in yourself. So yeah, that's that one. Next is my Steady Thread 2025 stitch along, which is a free stitch along. I think you can join it at any time. I don't know. You can sign up on her website. She's got a Facebook group and everything. So, yeah, it's awesome. So I am all caught up with week 5. So it looks like this, and then I'll zoom in so you guys can really see the circles. And this is a black work pattern, so a little different from the cross stitching patterns. Coming in hot here so you guys can see. the black work. So the 6th circle will go right there, and it comes out today, so it will get done eventually. I did the 5th circle last night, and yeah, love it. Love my colors that I chose. So pretty. So the goal is just to keep up with this one and not fall too far behind. So yeah, there's not quite 52 circles because it's supposed to be once a week, but towards the end of it, I don't think there's 52 circles on this one. I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah, this one I have been working on, and I enjoy the black work. It's really nice. It's kind of like a little bit different of a pace, and I'm stitching it one strand. So it's definitely a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and yeah, I don't have to move it out of the hoop because it fits perfectly in the hoop. So look forward to seeing more of that. Next is Moe and Shandon. I didn't really work on this very much, and I've kind of just been doing like color completing, like on the first page, and then going wherever that color is cross country, so that the first page can be officially finished. I'm almost done. I'm doing pretty good. But I didn't get much done on this one since my last FlossTube. I think I only did one session on it, but this is what it looks like now. So this is one that I just pull out when I feel like working on it. It's not really like a focus piece. It's not really like in a rush to get done. It's just pretty. And this one is artwork by Alphonse Mucha, and it is charted by Tilton Crafts, and it's also on a 25 count 2/1 10 stitch, half stitch, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's beautiful. Love it. I love the colors. They're so pretty. I love peaches and pinks and reds and maroons, and there's a lot of brown too, but it's fun. Next, well, actually, this is my last whip that I have worked on since my last FlossTube. So that is Nostalgia Tarot, which last time I showed you guys I had finished the Embrace card, and I was like, no, I gotta move it in the Q-Snap and start working on the next one. So I moved it in the Q-Snap, which is a pain in the butt because it is a lot of fabric. Like, it's just a lot. And then I was gonna finish the border on that side, and then yeah. So anyway, this is all I've gotten done on this side, is a little bit of the border. But as I'm stitching the border, I realized that like I didn't move it. I moved it too far over because like if I lift up this felt, you can see that's the outline of the second card. So the Fool card is like right here, and it's like that's a little close to the edge than I would like to be, especially because there's all this fabric over here. So yeah, I'll probably finish the border and just see, because I think the border kind of ends right there and goes down, and then it goes back out and down. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm tackling this one. I haven't really worked on this one very much either because it is cumbersome. I've been thinking about buying a scroll frame for this one when I can, because it's just so big. It's so hard to get in and out of the Q-Snap. I think even if I got a bigger Q-Snap, it would still be really difficult to get in and out because like the fabric is like 50 inches or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, I think I might be getting try and get a scroll frame for this. Maybe next time I have like an Amazon gift card or something. If you have any recommendations of a scroll frame that you like, that is good but not super expensive, I would love to hear it. Please leave me a comment. Help me. So yeah, that's all of my whips. Let's see. And my computer went to sleep. Yeah, that's all of the whips. I think I mentioned that I finished my temperature stitch, but I don't think I'll be doing another one this year. I like doing them. It's just, it's a lot, you know? It's like, you only do a little bit on it, and then it's just, I don't know. I just don't feel like doing another one this year. Maybe next year I'll do one, but I don't know. This year I'm not feeling it. So my daughter's like, are you gonna do the bookshelf one? And I was like, no, I'm not doing one this year. Why? No. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like, do you want me to do the stitch you picked out? Because then no, I'm not doing a temperature stitch this year. It's fine. It's all fine. Anyway, so next, I have just a few things. I have a tragic event has happened on an oldie, but a goodie. This is The Heart of Spring, which is by Little Dove Designs on Etsy, and I've done the whole set, spring, summer, fall, winter. And this was the first one I did, spring. And I washed it the other day because I was going to frame these, so I washed all of them. But here's the tragic part, is that, I don't know if you can see, but there's like these pink spots where like the fabric is like gotten bleached. I feel like it's better that way. Like, so the fabric is like bleached in spots. And that's from the fabric pen that I use to like mark the grid, kind of. And then it's like all down here too. Like you can see the little pink dots. I hope you can see them. I'm not crazy. There are pink dots on here. And then like they're down here too, which I didn't even stitch like way down here, but I think maybe, where are they? Yeah, like it's like a ghost of the one above. So like maybe it got on there somehow, but it's like, it might not be noticeable in camera, but it's like really noticeable in real life. Like I think even if I had it on a wall, like you can see it. It's bad. And I don't understand why it happened, because I use the same blue fabric marker pen, and here, I'll grab it. I won't grab it because I don't know where it is. But it's just like the basic blue fabric pen that everybody uses, right? Like, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere, but good riddance to it. But I use it on all of my other fabric and I don't have this problem. Like, I washed all the other ones. I use the same blue marker on it. Like, where's... So this is Heart of Winter, and I had used the same marker to mark this one, like up over here, and it didn't mess up the fabric. And these are all Zweigart. So I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened. So yeah. That is tragic. I was very sad to realize that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably still just frame it and put it up because it's almost spring and why not? But it makes me so sad because I really love these stitches and I love the spring one. It's one of my favorites. I don't know. Anyway, that was the sad thing that happened. Haul. I don't really have any haul. I bought some like DMC stuff for projects that were like half kitted up. I just finished kitting them up. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have purchased. I am on no spending, which I'm doing really bad at. But I'm trying. I definitely am spending less than I normally would. Like, I'm doing a good job. So with those kitting things in mind, I I'm gonna dye some fabric. I mentioned it in my last FlossTube that I'm making a xenomorph, which is the alien from Aliens, for my husband, and I wanted to do it on some like red Aida. So I am gonna start kind of experimenting with that and dye a fabric to stitch that on. It's not a huge project. I think it's only like 14 inches in one direction. It's not huge, especially if I do it on 18 count, and it's all like grays and whites and blacks. So I thought like a red fabric would look really cool. So yeah, I'm going to be dyeing an 18 count Aida because I have a bunch of it. Red, see if I like it. Kind of mess around with a couple. I might film it so that I can share with you guys, but I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I watched the Seattle Stitcher last night. She has like it's not really a tutorial, but like she has a video about how she dyes her fabric. That was helpful actually. So thanks Megan for that. Yeah, anyway, let's see. My other future plan is I will be starting one for my daughter. She is obsessed with Hamilton right now, and you know, the musical Hamilton. And for some reason she loves John Lawrence because she's weird. She's always got to like love the like offshoot character. So it's fine. It's fine. So she found this pattern on Taylor and Cromwell, which is on Etsy, and they have a ton of like musical themed cross stitches if you are looking for that kind of thing. So she found this one and asked me to stitch it. So it's not very big. It's a lot of back stitching because the words behind them are all back stitched, but like in general it's not very huge, so it shouldn't take me too long to get it done. I think it's less than what the Cursed Cat Alistair was, and a lot less block stitching. So that will be fun. So I have most of the threads in here, and then I got this 25 count Lugana from Live and Die LA that she liked, and this is like a quarter of a yard, so a fat quarter I guess. But there are a couple like colors like this, like color that kind of goes, but it's not up against this at all. There is like white words on it, and I told her we're probably gonna have to change the color to something else because I think white's gonna fade in with this Aida a little too. I'm sorry, it's Lugana, it's not Aida. It's gonna blend in with the fabric too much, so I told her we can pick a different color for it, and she was like, cool. So I'll probably start that in the next couple days, sometime next week. And yeah, and then hopefully I can start my xenomorph soon as well, because, you know, new starts are more fun than finishes. Not quite, I don't know. I enjoy finishing things, but I also enjoy just the process of making it and being like, I did this, like, look. Like when I finished my temperature stitch, I showed my husband, I was like, it's finished, and he's like, cool. No one's as excited as you are, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think he'll be excited when I finish Deathly Hollows, because I think he's sick of listening to me complain about stitching on it. But it looks great, and it's going to look great in my house. So we've got that going for us. And that is all the stitching stuff that I have for you guys. So if you only came here for the stitching, thanks for watching. And I hope you have a great stitchy weekend. And if you are staying for the chill stuff, we are going to get into it right now. All right, so chill things. I don't know. I have been doing a lot of chill things, but I don't know. When I go back to like think about it, I'm like, what have I been doing for the last 2 weeks? I've been working a lot, actually. I have been editing photos for a while. And yeah, I have a lot of editing to do, like videos and photos and all sorts of stuff. So I've been working a lot more than I normally do, especially this time of year. But anyway, based on last time, I've still been watching Pop Culture Jeopardy. It's on Prime and it is amazing. I finished all the knockout rounds. So I don't know when new episodes come out because I don't pay attention. Because there were so many. It's like 27 episodes of knockout rounds. So now we're going to the quarterfinals and that will be fun. I'm excited to see teams again and keep yelling at the TV because I know the answers. I get really excited when I know an answer and none of them do. Like there was one that was talking about massaging your face to get a good jawline, right? And I was like, oh, it's mewing. But nobody else knew what it was. They were like, BBL combo? And I'm like, it's mewing. It's the mewing. Because I have a tween. So I'm so cool. I am so Sigma Alpha Riz. So yeah, I was like, I told my daughter she'd be really proud of me because I knew that answer. No one else did. Anyway, it's super fun. That's a great show. We finished, I think on my last FlossTube, I talked about how the last episode of Silo was coming out. And we did end up watching that. We watched it a couple days late, but like, that's not really a show that a lot of people post spoilers for. It's not popular enough, I guess. So we didn't really no one ruined it for us, but of course it ended in like some crazy cliffhanger and now we're like, all right, well, what's next? We'll see you in another 24 months or something. It just takes so long for them to come out, but really good show if you like dystopian kind of society has broken down and we still have the same human problems all the time. It's a good one. And then I will not do any spoilers on this one. I'm not even going to give you my reaction. I'm just going to stone face tell you that I finished Onyx Storm, which is the third book in the Imperium series, which is Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and now Onyx Storm. And I will not tell you anything else about it, just that I finished it. And if you want to talk to me about it, you can send me a DM on Instagram and we can chat because I tried to make it last. I was like, okay, I've been waiting for over a year, maybe not quite over a year, but I've been waiting a long time to listen to this book and for it to come out. And I am like, I just want to savor it, you know? I know we're not going to get another one for another 2 years, so I just want to chill. And I couldn't do it because there were spoilers everywhere. They're on Instagram and they're on Facebook and they're just everywhere. And not exactly spoilers, but enough to be oh, our reaction to the end of the book. And I'm like, I don't want to see a reaction to the end of the book because that's going to give me preconceived notions about what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm just gonna say I finished it. If you need to chat, you know where to find me. So before I got Onyx Storm, which a lot of people were like, how did you get this from Libby already? I go on there religiously and check when they post it available to put on hold. So I put it on hold back in November or something, maybe October, whenever they had it on there, and I was 333rd on the list. And the same thing happened with Iron Flame. I was way down on the list, but I got it the day it came out. And so the same thing happened with Onyx Storm. And I got it from Libby right away. And people were like, how did you get this from Libby? I'm way down the order. And I was like, oh, I don't know. But because I had that on Libby and I got it, it took me a little longer to finish the Hades and Persephone book that I was reading. And then I did have One Dark Window, and I was like, okay, well, I might have time to listen to One Dark Window before Onyx Storm comes out, but I didn't. So now it's due in like 3 days, so I'm just gonna let it expire and put it on hold again, because that's one that I'm excited about listening to. And one of my friends and I, we were talking about Onyx Storm, and she mentioned that that's her favorite one. So, or no, not that one, but she mentioned that they were good. Then she also mentioned The Shades of Magic by V.B. Schwab. She said that one's really, is it V.E.? V.B.? I don't know. Anyway, she said the Shades of Magic series is really good, and that's like her favorite series, her Roman Empire. So I was like, okay. I put it on hold on Libby, but then she mentioned, she was talking about how her library is changing the rules on Libby. And then she said that they also talked about, you know, going to Hoopla, and sometimes things are more available on there. So I went on to Hoopla, and they had the first book in the Shades of Magic series. So I think it's a darker shade of magic is the first one. So I have that on Hoopla, so I'll probably listen to that one next. I do want to do a reread of Shatter Me. I know I said this already, and I know I started it already, and then I know I was like listening to the second book, and I was like, I cannot stand how whiny she is. I cannot do this. And I like abandoned ship, right? So I have the second one, which is Unravel Me, I think, back on hold at the library, because give me a minute. So Tahir Mafi, who wrote the book, she also has this Woven Kingdom series, which I love. Also freaking amazing. But so she has another book in the Shatter Me series called Watch Me, and that comes out in April. And I remember like loving the second trilogy of the Shatter Me books. So there's like 3, and then there was a long break, and then there's 3, and then now there was the long break, and now she's doing another one. So I really want to listen to it. She posted like a little excerpt in it the other day, and I read the excerpt, and it got me really excited again. So I was like, okay, I just gotta push through, and I want to reread all these because it's been a long time, and I need to do it. I need to do it. So I'm gonna try again. I might just skip book 2 altogether. I don't know. And read like a summary online or something. But I definitely want to listen to the last 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, we'll see about that. And after that audiobook rant, that is all I really have for the chill stuff. I have been watching some movies because my sister and we did a podcast about watching your favorite like millennial childhood movies as a child and then rewatching them as an adult. I can put a link below to our first season, which we didn't really finish, but there's like 13 episodes or something like that, of movies that we watched. And so now my sister asked if we could pick it up again. And this time we are doing the classic Disney movie versus the live action remake. So we haven't released any of the episodes yet. It's another part of all the editing that I have to do. But we're starting at like the oldest. So we started with Cinderella, I think. And we had to start with a different one first. I think we've done Alice in Wonderland, we've done Cinderella, and we've done The Jungle Book. And then tomorrow we are supposed to do Beauty and the Beast. And I have not watched either movie yet, and my sister's like way ahead of me. I've been listening to Onyx Storm, okay? I needed that. I really needed that moment for me. But yeah, so I'll let you know when we start releasing those, but I do need to watch Beauty and the Beast, the original from, I think it's 1994 or 1996, and then the live action one, which I have seen both of them. I need to rewatch them. I need a refresh, you know? So yeah. Anyway, thanks for being here and listening to my rambling. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you made it this far, definitely subscribe. If you want to see more of my updates, hit the subscribe button. And also, if you want to hear more about what I'm listening to and watching and things, I like to think I have okay taste, but who knows? Everybody's taste is different, and to each their own. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, and look out for another Stitch with me if you want to join me for that. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!